Phoenix doesn't like Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Tell him he's wrong. FromTheHatPodcast@gmail.com or Twitter @BiscuitsIgnite.
Call you Dominique.
Because
That's
people...
oddly... Like, Dominique is an oddly sexual name.
Is it?
I'm just saying.
But people...
I don't know why, it just feels weird.
It always has felt saucier when people call me that. Dominique. It's like mysterious.
Anyway.
It's a combination of Dom and Monique.
Welcome to From a Hat, the show we draw a topic out of a hat. Just like it says in the title. I'm Ben.
I'm reluctantly Will.
I'm Phoenix.
They're mad because I made them sit forward. Reluctantly draw out of the hat.
That one's dead forever.
No, where is it? Put it back in.
It's dead forever.
It took me a long time to see. I thought it was just a blank piece of paper because my finger was covering the word. But the word is...
Can't even read it.
I have
idea.
no
Can
idea.
I just make it up?
No,
Can I make up a word? Can I make up what the topic is?
That says habits.
Oh, damn it.
I wouldn't consider that to be. I wrote it. I think it says heights.
H-A, and
That's
then
what
you've done
I-
a weird B, and
Yeah.
you've not done a line for the I, and then you've done a T and an S.
Can I make up the topic because of it?
Does anyone know any songs about habits?
There's gotta be a bad
Isn't
habit.
it bad habit something?
I'm sure there is a song called Bad Habits.
All I've got in my head is, I've got 2 tickets to paradise, but instead of
I've
2
got,
tickets, it's just, I've got bad habits for love and youth.
There is a song from Summer Heights High called Bad Habit.
Oh yes, that's,
Got a bad habit for drugs.
yeah.
What's the song I'm thinking of? You guys sing it, or the cassettes have done it a couple
What,
of times.
what does it sound like?
I can't. Doctor, medicine.
Oh,
I really, literally. every time
doctor!
That's
Give me the
it.
juice.
I was like, I can't say
That's-
words.
I got a bad case of habits!
I thought you were going to say Bad Habit of Loving You, but whatever.
I was, but he
use,
did it too quickly.
my knowledge of habits, we could use the theme used for Habit Never Man Hybrid, which is a YouTube series.
Sure.
I think
What
it's...
about you just do a long sound of just someone snorting cocaine?
I could.
Just,
If you're wondering, the theme for Habit Never Man Hybrid is either Who Could Win a Rabbit by Animal Collective. Fuck you both.
Sorry, no, I was
No, fuck you both!
I was very distracted. Because I was listening to that, but I heard him in the background just snorting.
I'm sorry.
But you didn't do the...
Continue. No, my nose is blocked.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Ben.
Okay.
I was really trying to ignore him.
What's the
as soon as
YouTube
you
series?
finished, it got me.
So mad.
Memories consume, like opening the wounds. I'm picking me apart again. You all assume I'm safer in my room, unless I try to start again.
What are some good habits everyone has?
Drugs, alcohol. Depends on your opinion.
I meant us. Like,
Oh,
everyone
us.
is in us.
I don't have any good habits. Like,
I mean, you get to work on time, don't you?
yeah, but that's not necessarily...
Good habit!
It's also
Good
not a
work, team.
habit. Like, a habit is like biting your nails or something.
Which I do.
That's what a habit is.
But is it a bad one?
Yeah.
Damn it.
You shouldn't bite your nails.
Why not?
Because you're not meant to.
What am I using them for?
You're meant to either grow them out or clip them with nail clippers.
I've got a habit. Sleeping.
Yeah.
That's not a habit, that's a fact of life.
It's a habit when it goes for as long as it does.
I'm checking the
Video games.
I'm checking the definition of habit.
Movies. TV
Shut up.
shows.
Habit. No, not habitat. Habit.
Staying up too late looking at porn because you've got 10 tabs open and can't find one you like.
And none of the videos are buffering.
Yeah.
Habit. A settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up. So technically, getting to work on time would count as a habit.
Yeah, I think mine was a better
Video
one,
games,
though.
sleeping,
What?
and movies.
Looking
and
at
TV
porn?
show.
Staying up till 3 a.m. looking at porn because you can't find one you like and you've got 10 tabs open and all of them are buffering.
The right porn is a lot like trying to find the perfect piece of shit. You don't know what it is until you see it, but when you do, you know it.
I don't
And you get hard.
know
That's
that.
a reference
That's just like the perfect
to
piece of
GTA 5.
Okay. 'Cause I'm not sure if that analogy's...
Have you got
Correct.
the sound on for all 10 tabs at the same time?
Yeah, just in
It's a
case one of them
symphony
starts.
Symphony of screams.
Oh, what is
Screams. It's Phoenix. You know he's on that hentai.
Meow, 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 meow.
I'm aware.
Japanese screams.
Fucking hell.
No lollies though. Illegal.
Hashtag subs, not dubs.
Anyway.
I don't want to know what they're
I feel
saying.
like that's a habit. I feel like that was a good... he was on the right roll.
Yeah, watching porn every day is a habit, but I wouldn't say playing video games counts as a habit because, like, it's more of a hobby.
I guess, but I've got set times for video games.
That
A regular settled...
Well, then, yeah, I guess that is a habit.
I wouldn't say that's a habit or a hobby. I'd say that's training. That's professional
Yeah,
training.
MLG, right here.
MLG my ass. You're MLG and I'm skinny.
No, Phoenix.
Okay.
You are
So,
Phoenix.
in the future, it's obtainable.
Yeah, but it's not gonna happen.
Not with that attitude.
Oh.
Okay, so I bite my nails.
Yep,
Yeah.
I also do that.
I do it.
Well, actually, no, I've stopped recently.
Why?
Because I
Just
I
like
don't...
the taste.
It's not a habit then, because it was easy to give up.
No, it took me a while to quit it, but I did.
Every now and again, I'll grow out one fingernail.
Just so you can get
Cocaine.
just so you can get a little bit extra to bite off.
What? No, so that like you grow out the little.
I know I know you're gonna make a cocaine joke. I was being serious though. You fucking cunts.
No, it's not for extra to bite off. It's just to see.
If you can do it.
Yeah, and I can.
Fair enough. I bite my nails. I used to at least until I got my job, and then I just didn't have
My
time.
hands were too wet.
My hands are always covered in grime and crap.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
gotta bite that off, Ben.
No.
Gotta bite off that grime
I'll wash it off with a hose.
with your teeth.
No. What about you, Will? Do you bite your nails?
Yeah, and crack every bone.
Oh, I
Oh, yeah.
crack everything
Oh yeah.
all the time.
Oh, that wasn't very good.
Never mind.
If the other Jesse was here, he would take this opportunity to crack his neck. He does. Oh, I fucking.
Bitch, please.
I can't crack my neck. My bones are.
Crack the old elbows like that.
I just cracked them not long ago.
Yeah, I've been cracking non-stop since
Anyway.
I started, so.
I don't need to crack my
Pelvis.
bones often, but when I do, I do it.
Your pelvic bone.
How would one go about that?
It'd probably do with your leg, I'd say, like clicking your leg joint, I'd say. Is
I
probably the best
blame,
way.
hasn't been on the podcast, but I blame Kia for my cracking habits.
She hasn't been on the podcast. She doesn't exist. So you
That's
can't blame
true. Damn it.
her.
When I was in high school, I'd never cracked any bone, right? Except my knees, because when I bend, they crack. And someone in class was cracking their neck, and Kia was like, "Oh, I can do that too," and cracked her neck. I was like, "Oh yeah, I've never done that." And she was like, "Oh, all you do is this," and I did it. And I was like, "Wow, I like that feeling."
Okay, so I've looked up further.
Which is why I look up consistently neck crack porn.
I also have a bad habit of just like popping pimples and shit.
Uh-huh. What,
But, like-
wouldn't consider that a bad
No,
habit.
but like if it's a small mark on my body, I will pop it or I will pierce it with a needle
Feel
so that I
not
can.
the piercing part, but the popping.
Like I'll go to extreme. Like I've got a couple of little black dots on my arm.
Sure.
I will dig those out later.
Why?
I swear I'm not a meth addict. I don't know.
So
I
you're
just-
more the pimple popping porn. He's the neck crack.
Yeah, but I don't like to watch other people do it.
I get that. Like, I like popping pimples, but I don't want to watch it.
I get that as well, right? Like,
that's gross.
it's
to
such
me.
a huge thing. It's like become the big thing online is to watch people like getting their pimples professionally pop.
No,
And like people are like, but it's so good. It's so like it's like relieving. It's like, but to me, it's like, no, it's not. You're just seeing gunk come out of someone.
the relieving part is you doing it.
Yeah.
So I've read. I've just got the Wikipedia page for habits up. It just says here, when behaviors are repeated in a consistent context, there is an incremental increase in the link between the context and the action. This increases the automaticity of the behavior in that context.
Yep.
Features of an automatic behavior or habit are all or some of efficiency, lack of awareness, unintentional, or uncontrollability. So if you can't control it, you're unaware you're doing it, and you don't have an intention to do it, but you do it anyway. That defines a habit.
Well, then I've got no habits.
Well,
Because I'm very aware of everything I do.
well, like,
How dare you even suggest
Can
otherwise?
life be a habit then? Because I'm not, realizing I'm doing it most of the time. It's just habit.
Breathing.
yeah, breathing's a habit.
That's a bad habit.
If you want what's your worst habit you think you have? Like, the looser definition of a habit, what do you think your worst habit of all time was? Or is, or whatever the fuck.
I'm interested to see what you think your worst habit is.
I spit when I exercise.
That is gross, and I agree. That is probably your worst habit.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think, aside from that, before he said that, what would you say his worst habit is then?
Staying up till 3 a.m. to watch porn.
I would
So many
agree.
tabs open.
I would agree. That, or he often yells, "Ha!" instead of laughing.
No, that's
That's
fine.
fine.
It's funny.
That's humour to me. But the not joking about how many hours he spends on porn is
Oh,
bad.
as if. I don't actually.
Don't you?
Sometimes I do,
Don't
but
you just-
I rarely.
Well, let
I
me-
feel like
You
that's
realise that I could totally just point out how much of a lie that is right now, right?
Because of the Nutaku thing?
Yeah, he made me, while he was at work, spend time of my life going onto a hentai game website and logging in so that he could get a benefit from it.
That's 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to do
The
that.
fact that you had someone else do it for you is weird, though.
It's a bit weird.
I needed to get it,
Why didn't
Ben.
you just create a fake account?
No, I didn't
No,
have my
he-
laptop.
He had.
I have the account.
He gave me his login information.
It's Crush.
Oh, it's Crush Crush? Okay.
Yeah.
I like how you knew what it.
He made us play it on Anagaming.
As if I made us play it on Anagaming.
He said you should download it.
You downloaded it, and then I said,
After your request.
you downloaded it, and I said, oh, I've already played that. We could play that one for an episode.
Alright, well, moving on.
Yes.
Will, what's your worst habit?
I don't know.
In your opinion?
Is it spitting when exercising?
No, that's gross.
It is gross. I don't, it's only, because I'll do my runs or whatever,
Yeah.
and you just get a build up of phlegmy stuff, so it's just if there's a bush or something, I'll spit to
I
the
don't spit,
side.
I have to, I get, my nose goes runny and shit, so I have to
Yeah.
just do the snot
Also
rocket.
gross. But mine
I don't do it in, the gym.
I would
You'd have to
certainly
go there
hope
first.
not.
Yeah, I'd have to go to the gym.
Mine's probably cracking everything.
Fair enough. Look at
'Cause-
you, Mr. Clean fucking living.
Look at you, Mr. Doesn't watch porn at 3 a.m.
Yeah. You're
Well,
fucking
mine-
normal.
mine-
Actually, no! There's two of us! You're the weird one!
Mine isn't...
Except I don't. I rarely stay up that late anymore.
See, no, mine is
both
less...
got jobs.
Mine is less of it's unhealthy and more of it's definitely the thing that is my most... I will be just cracking and not noticing at all. And, do it even if I don't want to be doing it.
I'd say your worst habit is talking really quietly when we let you talk on your own on this show. But that's just a personal issue.
I don't think I'm talking quietly.
You've gotten better at it, but back in the olden days, you'd talk really loudly to get everyone's attention, and then you'd bring it right back down, so you were talking really quietly.
As you should.
Yeah. I feel like that's normal.
It doesn't help in editing.
That's just how it is at my house. You have to talk loud to get the attention, then you go back to normal volume.
Yeah. Which is why when me and Will have conversations,
It's just yelling.
It usually gets louder and louder.
Phoenix, what would you say reluctantly's worst habit is?
Oh.
Would it be that time you two started finishing each other's sentences?
No, that wasn't
Beautiful.
the worst thing.
That was a bad habit that you both had.
Yeah.
I would have called it beautiful.
Yeah. That's a friendship right there. Right there, Benjamin. How
I
dare
made you go to the wrestling.
Yeah. That's your worst habit.
No, that's what you think my worst habit is?
Wrestling pusher.
Downloading hours and hours and terabytes of content of only wrestling.
Phoenix believes now that my worst habit is that I actually have a 2 terabyte hard drive, I think I said it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a 2 terabyte... No, I've got the 1 terabyte is the one that's full. I have a 1 terabyte hard drive that is almost full of just professional wrestling. I don't think that's that bad. Because I'm going to buy another hard drive that's bigger so I can fit more on it.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I've watched it all,
That's
and
so
I watch
much
it all the
wrestling.
time. I like it.
I get that, but
You've seen me and Dom talk.
I have seen you and Dom talk. It's
I think
never
it's
ending.
fine. What do you think my worst habit is?
I don't know, just quickly, I feel like he should feel more ashamed about owning 3 DVDs of hentai than
You
should.
coward!
Having a terabyte.
Listeners, I would like to put right now on the record.
Can you delete this from the podcast?
I can.
Yes.
Me, reluctantly Will, and someone who hasn't been on the podcast
So she
ever.
doesn't exist.
You bastard. So she doesn't exist. We went to a convention, and we saw hentai there. I said, that's kind of funny. And then I was like, maybe I'll get one of those as like a joke. And then reluctantly Will was like, so are you gonna get one? And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I was waiting in a line. I was like, just, here's $50, get me one. And he returns with...
No, Aaron and I return with 3
of them.
DVDs, which were about $20-$30.
Yeah, and they said it was $30 for them. It was such a steal. And I was like, I didn't really even want one, and you've gotten me 3.
So I'd say that's more your problem than his.
He bought it!
Did he?
Yeah,
It was
he
my
gave
money.
the money and sent the request in.
I
We
said,
just did the
I said,
legwork.
yeah, whatever. Just get one. Like as
He
a that'll
didn't
be kind
stress
of funny.
one. He said, "Get me one," but he didn't stress. He keeps stressing the word "one" every time he retells it. He just
Oh,
said,
I'm
"Yeah,
sorry.
get me one."
When I say get me one, I don't expect you to spend $30 that I didn't want to spend to buy 3 hentais.
Fuck hell.
Best day of the life.
Well, I think my worst habit is...
It was a
much
good
fun.
day. It was actually a good day. That's when I met like Marceline from Adventure Time and stuff. So
My worst habit is much more depressing than you guys.
Hey guys, this is a depression warning of sorts. I'm about to talk about self-harm. So, yeah. Sorry about that. You can skip forward a bit to avoid it if you want. I'll put a time code in the description for that. If you are having issues with depression and self-harm, however, I do urge you to speak to someone about them. In Australia, you can call Lifeline on 13 11 14, and if you aren't from here, please contact your local trauma support centre for more information. Thank you, and take care.
And thankfully I'm over it. I'm not sure I should talk about it on the show.
chronic masturbation.
No, it's much more depressing than
Of
that.
course.
For years I battled with depression. I still do. So this is going to get really heavy, and I'm sorry. It's not funny.
Okay.
But I used to cut myself.
Yeah.
I'm past that now, so yay.
Yay.
But that would have been my worst habit.
That's fair.
Thankfully, I'm past it, so it's fine. So I can joke about it.
Sure.
You should do a quirky sound effect just to ease
Boy,
the
oi, oi,
mood for
yeah.
the people who are listening.
No,
Sorry,
that's
listeners.
where you've got to put back in me snorting the cocaine.
Yes, that's where the Phoenix snorting cocaine goes.
Do you want to give me a soundbite for the thing?
Oh, I can't do it now. It was so... Now it's normal.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
I feel like that's a good snort of cocaine. I
Yeah.
feel like I would be right high right now.
that or I often watch... You ever see those videos of guys cutting the calluses off their feet?
Oh,
Yes,
God!
like
I hate
I don't do
that.
it on purpose. I don't seek them out, but my Facebook brings them up all the time.
Oh, that sounds
And you
like
just
the
watch.
worst.
Well, I get hypnotized. Because I'll simply be like, what the fuck? It's like one of those car crash situations where I just can't look away.
Sure. Why not?
So, recently, Jesus Who Doesn't Exist has because he's a police officer,
What a fucking sentence.
because he's a police officer and he has a book of, like, terribly gross, grotesque crime scenes.
Yeah.
He showed it to me and I was like, yeah, that's cool. That is more disgusting than that to
Have you ever
me.
seen it?
The callus being carved off things.
Yeah.
I've seen enough to be disgusted by
It's
it.
not that bad. It's
Oh, it's
just
just
like seeing a big
gross.
chunk of skin come off.
Yeah, it grosses
What you
It
do
doesn't
is
lead to
you-
blood or anything.
I know.
You get a cheese grater and you just...
Yeah, that's fucked.
Bottom of your
I
feet.
hate all of that.
Oh, my current worst habit is probably because I work in a kitchen. I get a lot of little nicks and cuts all over my fingers,
Yeah.
and I'll forget about them. That's the worst habit because it always leads to me getting something in them that leads to stinging or pain. Like I've gotten lemon juice, salt, onions really fucking hurt when you get any of that in you.
yeah.
Anything, I've gotten so much shit
But they
into my
taste
wound.
so good.
What, onions?
Yes.
What are you, Tony Abbott?
I like onion.
Taking a bite out of a raw onion?
Give me a break.
Have you seen that video? It's
I have,
great.
of course. I produced it.
There's a guy, the ex-Prime Minister, Tony Abbott.
Yes, I know who Tony Abbott is.
Well, there's this video that emerged online of him touring some factory, and he picked up an onion, and I can only assume he thought it was like an apple or something, because he just took a bite out of it and started eating it. Like an apple.
Right, does he have a reaction?
No, he doesn't react. What is he?
I would probably be able to do the same thing.
I assume.
Do
Yeah.
ogres eat onions? I know
Well,
they're
Shrek
like
ate an onion.
Oh, he did. He does eat it.
He peels it off and eats it.
I didn't know he ate it. I just thought he peeled it. I thought he just made the comparison.
No,
I think he eats it.
while he's
Yeah.
making the comparison.
Oh, okay.
Because he goes, we have layers, and throws like a layer in his mouth, I'm pretty sure.
They're pretty good, onions. My sister got a salad the other night, and she doesn't like onion in her salad, so I got all the onion and sunflower seeds. I might be a bird.
He might be a bird. Are we sure that's not your worst habit? That you're a bird?
It's not a habit, that's just
Do you
something I live
routinely
with.
shit on people's cars?
You'd be surprised.
Oh,
Do you run
fuck.
after people with chips?
Who doesn't?
You got a point there.
Me, I don't. I like potato.
What's wrong with you?
I don't
He
like
doesn't like
potato.
potato, because he's a weird person.
Well,
That's
potatoes-
your worst habit.
Potato is just a bland
Does that,
mush.
wait. Does that count as a bad habit, his eating habits?
I'd say they do, but I've got similar ones, so I'm not gonna...
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying to
true.
get
3
better with my
kilos
eating
of gummy
habits.
cola bottles. Yeah, you are definitely getting better with your eating habits.
I'm
I'm
not.
surprised you ate what we all ate yesterday.
What did you guys eat yesterday?
We went
Japanese.
and got
Okay,
Japanese
cool.
food. And he was like, I'm gonna get Raj's corner, and then we all got Japanese, so
I was like, fine, I guess I'll get Japanese.
I eat like a fat man with money, which is exactly what I am.
Yes. And I eat like a man without
Nothing
money.
to lose.
You get like 3 square meals a day.
Me?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
When you're at work.
Oh, yeah, when I'm at work. It depends. Sometimes, because I don't eat on Tuesdays or Thursdays
At all.
for dinner.
At all.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I don't like chicken and rice.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you don't
Um,
chicken, you weirdo.
You don't eat beef.
I don't like cow. I like cows. They're adorable.
So,
can't
chickens
eat
are
them.
adorable.
Chickens are not adorable. Chickens are terrifying.
They're all adorable.
Going
and
back
they're
to the Japanese, I should have gotten the beef, though.
Yeah.
Beef would have been better than
beef would
chicken.
have been good. But anyway, my eating habits, either I'll eat well or I won't eat, pretty much.
I often forget to eat.
Yeah, exactly right. It's not on the mind.
Like, I'll often, like, before I started working, my logic was, oh, it's 3 a.m. and I've forgotten to cook dinner. Should probably do that.
Mine is, I've forgotten I've just eaten. So I'll get something, I'll start eating, like, I'm not hungry. Why did I get this?
Yeah, that's
I've
actually
just
a bad.
eaten something.
That's a bad habit of mine. Is sometimes when you're snackish but not hungry, you'll just start opening things and you're like, nah.
But
Next
we've
day.
recently started to get like a bunch of like tubs of yogurts, so
Nice.
it's so much better because I can just be like, I'm just gonna get yogurt, and I just eat the yogurt.
Classic. What type of yogurt do you like?
Um,
Because you never struck me as a yogurt person.
I love dairy.
That's fair.
Except I'm not a big fan of like the weirder cheeses, but
I am.
But I like honey yogurt, but it's the one I'm getting at the moment is like toffee, honeycomb, and something. And
Right,
it's
sugar
like
yogurt.
grassland or something. I like plain yogurt as well,
Yeah.
but if I'm going to go for yogurt, I'm going to get that sugar yogurt.
Fair enough.
So I have found a list of bad habits online. I'm just waiting for the page to load.
Sure.
Some of these I do not think count as habits, although some of them I realise are, and I did not mention them at all.
I wink at people.
You do that a lot. These are 173 plus habits. I'm not going to go through all of them, but... So, first one, swearing. We're
No.
Australian.
I don't swear.
I know you don't swear, but we're Australian. We can...
I would say that's one of my bad habits.
We're Australian. I've seen kids say
I feel like that's
cunt.
not a good. I don't
Man,
think it's a good excuse.
Me, I agree.
I think it's a bad.
Me and Ben at that wrestling show the other night. Me and Ben went to a wrestling show. I think
Ben
we
and I.
We went to Progress versus PWA in Sydney.
That's your bad habit.
It's usually
Incorrect
not,
grammar.
but I use me before people because I'm more important.
No, you're not.
Yes.
You outwardly would say you're not. It's only in this argument
I
you
know.
say,
Moving on.
Anyway.
Listeners, we went to Progress vs. PWA in Sydney at the Star Casino.
Yeah, that was actually such a funny trip there. But, those kids, there were these kids that were sitting next to me and Ben.
Only for the main event.
Yeah, for the big fight right at the end, which was...
These kids sat on because they had us all move so that we were all crowded around the ring so that we could all get a good view because there were some gaps. And these kids decided to move from their spot up the back to the stairs next to us. Which is fine, we were quite close to the ring.
I've never been to a wrestling show. I didn't know what to expect. There was a lot of crowd swearing. Just like a whole...
There was a lot less than I expected.
But the whole crowd started chanting like holy whatever, you know, that whole...
Holy shit's a common chant.
Yeah. Which, I don't know why.
Because something amazing, something happened and we were like, well, holy shit.
But the
man went through chair. Holy shit.
Yeah. But the kids were there and they're chanting along and I was just sitting there being like, where are your parents?
Oh my god.
Their parent was sitting
I
at the back.
would love to see Phoenix. It's just like, where is your mother?
These kids were way too into it. Like, the main event
Way
was
too
between
into
a
it.
guy from Sydney versus a guy called Travis Banks, who's from New Zealand. Travis Banks...
No, F the New Zealand.
That's exactly the logic they went by. I'm not a big fan of Travis Banks, but even I was a bit surprised that these small children were really keen into the chant of "fuck you, Kiwi."
Yeah. It just straight up got racist at the wrestling show.
It always does. I'm surprised it didn't get more racist when One Direction came out.
One Direction were hilarious though.
There was a team called One Direction.
Were they Asian?
No, they were...
Oh, Juan as in
Juan.
Juan. Not Juan as in
They were
W-O-N.
lucha pop stars.
Lucha One Direction. They were great.
They also had a One Direction album, which was Spanish covers.
They had
of,
three. They had 3 albums for
they
sale in the foyer.
were One Direction covers all in Spanish.
Wow.
Which I was like, if you're going with a gimmick like that, you've nailed it.
They've gone hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next habit on the list is picking your nose. Which
Yeah, I got that.
I didn't realize that was a habit. I just assumed everyone does it. No longer counts as a habit.
Sure.
You either pick your nose or you're dirty, rotten, filthy fucking liar.
Okay. I think you said that on our last recording to Dom.
Did.
Yeah.
Smoking. None of us smoke.
No.
Biting fingernails.
Yeah.
Yep. Drinking coffee.
It's not a habit for me.
I wouldn't say that's a habit.
Well, for some
can
people
be a
it is.
habit.
For some people,
John.
you wake up in the morning, you grab a coffee. You with how you used to be, at least with Coke. You'd wake up, first thing is like Coke to wake you up.
Fair enough.
I only have a coffee though if it's like, oh, I'm working for 14 hours today, and it's a 6 a.m.
So
start.
I'm more of a people are making coffee. William, do you want a coffee? If I'm at home, nah, I'm right. If I'm at work, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Like, this goes on. This list is weird. It's also got hair picking. So, like, fucking around with your hair, which I do a
Oh
lot.
yeah, I do that a lot. I'm constantly like
Yeah.
combing my
Like, I'm constantly running because I just...
Yeah.
He says, stroking his bald head.
my hair.
It's got hair.
A little bit. Watching reality television. Don't do that. Either of you.
No, Christ, no.
No,
Eating
except
fast
that
food.
show we once found but can never find again.
Oh, I know, that was great.
Mum knows what show it is.
Give me a
Like,
description.
oh, it's the Dating and Afraid or Dating Naked or one of those shows where they're on an island. It's kind of like Bachelor cross with like a naked dating show.
But it was a really
Oh,
weird...
is that, like... I know what the show you mean, where it's like...
Well, my mum knows exactly what it is because she told us when we...
They gotta survive for like 24... I think it's like Alone, Naked and
No,
Afraid.
that's a different show.
Oh, okay.
So this show, right, the way it worked, it was really weird. It's like one woman, right, and one man, and they're on an island, and they're naked, okay? And then the woman goes off, and she meets another guy.
A
The
random guy
a
who's
random
brought to
guy
the
who's
island.
naked. And then they go on a date, and then she goes off, and she meets another guy. And then they go on a date, and they go through like 3 dates,
It's
each of them, the
3
man
episodes,
and the man and the woman both go on 3 dates separate from each other, then meet up with everyone and
At the
then
house.
at
At
the
the
house.
place.
They're all naked, they're all hanging out, and then it's like, okay, now the man and the women get to choose whether they want to keep all 3 or get rid of all 3 and stick with each other or something like that.
Well, no,
That's
because
weird.
they go overlay. So we didn't watch the first episode of the season,
Yeah.
so they already had 2 other people who were like carryovers from earlier episodes, and you can only have, I think it's 2 or 3 at a time So they had to choose if they were going to replace people or keep people, but they were clearly into each other. Like, they were constantly just flirting with each other the entire night, and all the other naked people were obviously, like, picked up on, like, this is super uncomfortable.
Yeah. Hey, audience, if you know what the show is, message us at gmail.com. It's fromahatpodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter at fromahat.
Yeah. This list just keeps repeating itself. So it's not really 173 plus habits, it's just like 50 at most. Next on the list is
Do you
drinking.
guys get fan art?
No.
No,
Fan art would
not
be
yet.
great.
I really want someone to draw me, what was his name? The Minotaur.
Our fast food mascot?
Yeah.
Grimlaw or something.
Yeah. Were you on that episode?
No, that was with Liam and
Jesse. Yeah. We created a new fast food mascot, and it was a naked cow with an apron.
Grimlaw! Or something like that.
What kind of fast food was it?
Just fast food.
It was, no, it was Nando's.
Oh!
Nando's had the cow
sorry,
because
the
he would stop
mascot.
people from eating chicken.
Right.
No,
Anyway.
chicken wanted people... No, he would cook the chicken. That's right. He wanted people to stop eating cow.
Then it just gets dumber and dumber from here out. For some reason, it's got eating meat.
Oh, damn it.
It's just eating.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking hell.
Is that a bad habit, though, or is that just a habit?
Apparently, it's a bad habit.
Is it a vegan website?
No.
The next thing is drinking milk. Eating eggs.
Forgetting to shave is on here. Do either of you do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, not forget. I just can't be bothered.
Yeah. I have a beard out of laziness at this point.
Well, I was going to shave yesterday. I was like, I'll do it. And then time ran out, and I was like, I can't be bothered rushing a shave. So
See, I'm going to shave on Sunday, and that's going to be my last, like, head shave, beard shave for like, the next 2 years.
Fair enough.
Are you going to shave everything but the mo?
What? No, I'm just going to trim this down. I probably don't need to, and just do this.
Keep the mo.
Of course, I always have the mo.
Yeah. Well then, with that all being said, I've been Ben.
I've been reluctant as well.
I've been Phoenix.
We've been talking about habits.
We've got some bad ones. Just know that the hentai, I didn't buy it. It was the girl's fault.
You paid for it.
Yeah.
You asked for it. Half the time.
To contact Phoenix and Ben, email them at fromahatpodcast@gmail.com or go to our Facebook or Twitter. Links are in the description.